Nigeria's apex court is set to deliver a verdict on December 15th on appeals bordering on the continued incarceration of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, by the federal government. The country's Court of Appeal, sitting in Abuja, had on October 13th, 2022, ordered the Ipob leader's release from detention. The appellate court, through a unanimous judgment delivered by a three-member panel, struck out the 15-count terrorism charge the FG instituted against Kanu in the Federal High Court in Abuja. Nevertheless, the FG proceeded to the Supreme Court to test the strength of that verdict. Addressing journalists at the premises of the Supreme Court, counsel to Nnamdi Kanu, Mike Ozekome-san, appealed to the federal government to immediately release the incarcerated Ipob leader while describing his detention as unconstitutional.
We now humbly appeal to the government of the day to immediately, without any further delay, with the urgency of yesterday, release Nnamdi Kanu, that he may come out of his illegal and unconstitutional detention, which the courts, up to the Court of Appeal, have since pronounced upon, but is still illegally being held there today. So that he will come out and join hands with the rest of us in rebuilding this nation that is frantically yearning for nationhood.
The legal icon further said his client, Kanu, is a champion of peace, as he stressed that the separatist movement's leader doesn't encourage nefarious activities.
If we are wrong, may we be forgiven for making this noble statement. There is a time, it is said, for all things. It's even there in Ecclesiastes. There's a time for everything. This is the time for peace. We can and we must make peace. Nnamdi Kanu has always stood for peace and has never ever encouraged any brigandage or any form of insurrection.
Is what we are saying should be.
Contrastingly, counsel to Nigeria's federal government, Tijani Alkali Ghazali-san, while reaffirming the date picked for the judgment, stressed that his camp has sharpened the rough edges and tightened the loose ends of the litigation process as they wait for the ruling of the country's apex court.
We come on the 15th day of December for the judgment. On our part, we have done ours. It's for the court to decide. It's for the court to set aside the judgment of the Court of Appeal and affirm the decision of the Federal High Court. That's all. The charges that were struck out by the Court of Appeal is what we are saying should be reinstated so that it will be taken.
Okay, so there
yes.
are no new charges anymore?
No new charges.
The leader of Ipob, Nnamdi Kanu, has been in detention since 2021 after he was flown into the country on 27th June of the same year, purportedly from Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. In Abuja, Nigeria's capital, Abiodun Mohammed, Top Accolade News.